right, this class is for discovering algebra part 3, and in this class we're working with some cube roots, and I think I used this worksheet also for discovering pre-algebra part 4. So I won't say the worksheet name because I think it's different names in both classes. But in cube roots, we're working with the 3 things we multiply together to get that number. So in this first one, pretty easy. I got 3 zeros on this. I have 3 zeros on this 1,000. So we should be able, there we go. We should be able to use a 10. So let's try it out. 10 times 10 times 10. Those are the 3 things I'm multiplying together. 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 more is 1,000. So yes. And remember, the answer to a radical is always the base. So it's just one of the 10s because the base is just answering the question, what is being multiplied 3 times? Well, what is being multiplied 3 times is 10. All right, so this one, the 3 things that I can multiply together to get 1 is 1 times 1 times 1. That one's not so bad either. This one, the negative is on the outside, so first you got to do what's in the inside, and then it's going to be negative. Okay, so this is 27. Well, to get 27, I need a 3 times 3 times 3, because 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 more is 27. So it's going to be 3. But then I have to apply the negative. All right, in this one, it's what 3 things are going to multiply together to be 125, and it has to be negative. Well, that's interesting because in square roots, we learned that you can't have negatives underneath the radical, but what about a cube root? Because actually, a cube root is being multiplied together 3 times. Let's try a negative. I'm going to try negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. Times negative 5 is going to give me a negative 125. So the answer ends up negative because I'm multiplying it 3 times. And actually, this is a pattern we see that if the index, remember this is the index right here, if the index is an odd number, then it can have a negative answer. All right, what 3 things do I multiply together to give me 1,031? Wow, that is a doozy, right? So let's think of some things. I mean, 125 gave us 5. So you can always kind of do process of elimination. Just decide if 6 multiplied together 3 times is going to give it to you. 7 multiplied 3 times. I can tell you it's not 6 because 6 would be 216. I have that one memorized. But let's try something like 9. I'm going to try 9. 9 multiplied together 3 times is only 729. So I'm going to do 11. And actually, I know it's 11. How do I know it's 11? For the same reason I know that 11 times 11 is 121. Now it's still going to be 1 times 1, 1 times 1, and then add in the middle. But this time when it adds in the middle, it's going to be 3 times because there's 3 11s. If I showed you the mental math trick in class, that probably makes sense. All right, the negative is on the outside, so I don't have to worry about it. I know what 729 is. 729 is what I tried last time. I was hoping you would too and see that that's 9 times 9 times 9. Okay, so the answer is 9. Got to apply this negative on the outside to it. All right, 512. What is 512? Well, I do believe that's 8 times 8 times 8. But because there's a negative on the inside, I'm going to have to make it negative 8 times negative 8 times negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 8 is positive 64 times a negative 8 should give you a negative 512. All right, so what 3 things multiply together to give me a negative 343? Okay, so that's going to be, let me think about that for a second. Have we done sevens yet? Sevens are something weird. Yep, that's 7. So it's going to be -7 times a -7 times a -7. -7 times -7 is 49. And that is going to be a -343. So I know it's -7, but then I got to apply another negative. So that negative on the outside is kind of like take the opposite of. Take the opposite of a -7, which is going to bring it back to a +7. All right, last one's pretty straightforward. 3 things that multiply together to give you 8, that's 2. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 more is 8. All right, ooh, I saw a problem. This is not 512. This is -8. -8 times 3 times. -8's the base, so that it's actually -8. Let me make sure I didn't goof on any others. I did those so fast. I do my radicals and exponents fast because as an electrical engineer, I use them so much that they just come easily. All right, very good. We'll keep practicing this. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in class.